In that interview with David Dayen, he was talking a lot about how going back to precedent with the railroads more than 100 years ago, the person who conveys a good to market shouldn't also be the manufacturer or seller or distributor of that good, that's a conflict, that's an established principle in American politics going back more than a century. And to kind of underscore David's point, there was a story recently that about the fact that Amazon was promoting its own products in searches that came up with competitors' products. Let me be more specific or clear. And they've scaled it down because they're aware that people are watching them now. But they private label products. In other words, they're labeled as Amazon products under some sort of Amazon-only brand name, and that gives them even better profit margins than they get from selling third-party projects, and it gives them also more control over, well, us and the supply chain as well. So they've been ramping this up a lot. This is a big part of their strategy. Now, as CNBC reports, these products have started to show up at the top of search results or next to the buy box, quote unquote, where you, I guess, where you click buy on their competitor's product page. So given the fact that people spend billions of dollars, corporations do rather, buying Amazon ads, the fact that they can override them, put their own in, make it super visible when you're going to buy a competitor's product. It's exactly the kind of thing that David Dayen was talking about, that we should be concerned about as a people and as a country. Now, again, a plus for Elizabeth Warren, as she's been raising all of these issues and calling for breaking up companies like Amazon and Google. All of a sudden, they're deciding they better dial back on some of this behavior. But I'm not going to depend on the kindness of digital strangers to protect us from this kind of predation. We need to do what rational people have done in generations past. The internet is the railroad of today. It's what connects everybody and everything. And as I was saying with David, it's even more pernicious than the railroad because it affects what we see and how we think. So break them up.